high school. I'm just gonna compile basically like kind of a list about how to survive high school / some tips that I would have liked to know when I was going into high school or are already in high school. I know you're gonna think that I'm just like blowing smoke here, but seriously, you should really enjoy your high school years because college really sucks, at least as far as I'm concerned. High school is just so much easier because everything is planned out for you and you just go to your classes and you don't really have any cares in the world. You probably don't have a lot of your own bills. I know when I was in high school, I wanted to grow up so fast. I was like, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna go to some school really far away on the West Coast and think that I'm some BA. Don't take your family for granted because you're gonna regret it. Even though they may seem like they're really annoying you and you can't stand them, you just don't want to be around them because they get in your business, but I promise that they love you so much and they want the best for you, especially your parents. One of the things that I've learned is be nice to everyone. Okay, this means even the weird kids and the nerds, the jocks, the popular girls, just be nice to people. If there's some kid who is just always alone and you see him sitting alone, or her, if you see them sitting alone, I mean, go talk to them, go hang out with them, because you talking to them might make their entire day, and maybe they were contemplating suicide because they didn't have any friends and they thought everything was hopeless. Perfect example is this one kid who went to my school. He didn't commit suicide, but he did die recently of a brain tumor. He didn't really have that many friends, and I remember him being alone a lot of the time. I mean, no one ever really noticed him, and now that he's gone, people are posting Facebook status how they felt so bad that he was gone, and they never even noticed him. So it just really frustrates me because they didn't even care, and I don't even think they still care, and they're making these status updates about him. And going along with that, smile at everyone. Be that person that is always happy and people are kind of like maybe irritated by it, but they kind of want to know why you're happy all the time. Just be that person, because if you smile at people, it can make their whole day and just make them so happy because someone cared enough to smile at them, you know? It's important to smile all the time. Yeah, we all have our bad days, but I mean, try to smile through it, because there's been scientific studies or whatever that prove that if you smile, it'll make you feel happy. Don't take it too seriously, because high school is important, but I think it's more important to have fun in high school. It's your last 4 years to kind of be a kid, sort of. I know that might sound stupid, but in college you're not really a kid anymore. Don't really stress yourself out trying to get really good grades. College is where good grades really come into play. That's just my opinion. Change is inevitable. That's probably something you didn't want to hear, but throughout the course of your high school years, you're gonna change, and people around you are gonna change. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. In my opinion, most of the time it's for the worst, because they get so caught up in peer pressure and all that. You might lose a lot of good friends along the way, but you might make some more cool friends. Burp. Some friends will move away. I've had a lot of bad luck with friends moving away. Moving really far away. Another thing is, it's never too late. I feel like that anyway. That was the case with my high school experience, is it's never too late, that kind of motto. If you don't get an assignment done just because you were too lazy to finish it, this wouldn't really apply to you, but if you were having a really rough time and you didn't get an assignment finished or something, just things have been going on in your life that have been really hard for you to control, or like you've been emotionally wrapped up in other places than school lately, usually your teachers will give you more time to finish an assignment. If you talk to them after class and you just say, listen, I'm really sorry, I know this is no excuse, but I've had so much going on, and I know that school should come first, but there's just been a lot going on and I haven't been able to focus on schoolwork, then usually, this isn't all the time, but there's like a I don't know, 75% chance that they will give you more time on the assignment. Maybe my teachers at my school were just nice, but I mean, if you're just really mature about it, they like that, and take advantage of that never too late thing, because it doesn't happen in college. If you go to the teacher and you're like, yeah, I've had a lot going on in my life right now, they're like, I don't really give a crap, your assignment comes first, pretty much. I recently missed a test because there's been a lot going on. Yeah, he didn't really care. He just said, too bad. Okay, my last and final tip is stay true to yourself. I know that's so cliche and it's difficult. I mean, it's really hard to be yourself when everyone around you is trying to shape you into something that you're probably not. You may be considered uncool for a short period of time, but when people see that you're not afraid to be yourself, usually they're inspired by that and they're like, maybe I'll start, you know, doing this that is kind of weird, but it'll make them feel better about themselves. Because when you're trying to be someone you're not happy. So it's unfortunate that a lot of people let high school change them, and for the worse. A lot of people are probably going to be, well, this was the case in my high school. Everyone was having sex and drinking and doing drugs, and I know I can't, like, stop you from doing those things, but I mean, if you don't want to do them and your friends are pressuring you to do that stuff, then they're not your real friends. They're just trying to bring you down, and you don't need that, and you don't deserve that. So I hope that you will stand up for yourself if you don't want to do those things. And you'll say, well, I don't like drinking, or I don't want to try drugs, or I'm not ready for sex, or, you know, whatever. I know it's so hard if your friends are really peer pressuring you and you feel so stupid and embarrassed turning them down, but I mean, it's something you gotta do if you want to stay true to yourself, and you'll feel so good after you do it. My head's asleep again! I guess my advice is only have sex if you think you're ready. You shouldn't do drugs. Drugs are bad, but and drinking is bad, but it's stupid to say that you're probably never gonna try those things, because you probably will, because they're all around you and they're kind of shoved in your face. And I'm not saying go drink or go do drugs. Just really think about those things before you do them. Like, if you really want to try pot for the first time, just really think about it first. Like, is this really what you want to do? And if you're gonna go to a party and drink, I mean, really think about it. I mean, do you have a designated driver? You're underage. I mean, it's against the law. Same with doing drugs. I mean, most drugs are against the law. So, I mean, really think about it, because you're technically breaking the law. If you still want to do those things after you've thought about, well, I'm gonna break the law, then you're gonna do them no matter what anyone says. No one's really gonna stop you. I'm advising you to think before you do it. Like, really think about it. Well, I hope that this helped, even though I was just probably blowing smoke for some of you. Blowing smoke. Insert smoke effect here. I hated life in high school. I thought I was just the most poor, unfortunate soul. Little Mermaid reference. It's sad because I could have had a lot more fun in high school. I will talk to you guys later, so I love you. Bye.